And it's about time for some of us to decide, are we going to spend this whole year living out of tradition or living according to truth? I challenge you this year to flip it. It is so easy to live with an invisible belief system that regulates your responses in situations and even your ideas of what is possible in your life. An unquestioned belief system is a dangerous thing. The phrases are significant because the Pharisees are talking about the traditions of the elders, and Jesus is talking about the command of God. One is tradition, one is truth. And a lot of times we don't know the difference, because for some of us, we give more attention to our traditions than we do to God's truth. Can I give you an example? May I? Sometimes people would rather, I've noticed this, they would rather argue about things that they don't agree about than work together on things that they do agree about. Can I give you another example? Sometimes in my life, ways of thinking have been handed down to me, not necessarily by my parents. I love you, Mom. But just by the culture that I live in, and I never stop to question, where did this come from? I want you to write that phrase down if you're the writing type. Where did this come from? Is this really from God? What an excellent question to start our year with. Where did this come from? Because where it comes out is not usually where it comes from. And sometimes we are living out scripts that we have not even identified the author of. To wonder, why do I think it has to be done this way? Why do I assume that this is all I can be? Why have I told myself the story that everyone in my family was this way and I'm gonna be this way too, and it's just a generational curse or a genetic defect? Why have I believed that up until this point it can't change, so it never will? This is when I live according to tradition rather than truth. But this is the year to flip it. Somebody shout, this is the year to flip it. And this year, I'm not letting my truth flow from my tradition. I want my tradition to flow from truth. That is, I want my life to reflect my values, not necessarily my habits up until this point in time.